this is not an evangelical translation. And I think this is such a big deal. It really is, because so many people think, okay, I'm going to get to the truth by reading, well, I'll have the NIV, and then I'll have like the Message, and then like an ESV or NASB. And between those, I'll get literal and more dynamic translations, and I'll get to the bottom of the truth. No, you won't. No, you won't. That's not how it works. Listen to me. You could read the NIV, the NASB, the ESV, the CSB, the NLT, the New King James Version, the Amplified, and the Message, and you're still only getting one perspective, the evangelical perspective, because those are all translations done by evangelicals, where to be on the translation team, you had to agree with their statement of faith. You had to agree with their philosophy of Scripture, and most of all, you had to agree with their doctrinal commitments. So you're not really getting different perspectives. Yes, some are more literal than others. That's true. So the question is just like, how much bias is getting injected overall, not do they have different biases? And having a different bias is really what you want. I know, like, we'd rather just have no bias at all, right? But the only way to detect bias is to read something that has been translated by somebody with a different bias, and then you can see where the differences are. And I think that's really the huge value that the new revised standard version updated edition brings. Is unhitched from evangelicalism, and this helps us to evaluate evangelical bias.